All right, now we're going to do number, what is this? 47, right? So here we have a table, right? I'm going to just rewrite it just because X and Y, okay? So here we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and then it says 1, 1, 5, 1, 8, 5, 2, 2, 5, and 3, 2, 5. So here I notice it's improving by what? 2, right? Here it's improving by what? I'm checking the calculator. Second, quit to clear it. Okay, 185 minus 115 is 70. We're moving by 70. Let me try another one. 225 minus 185 is 225 minus, what did I type in wrong? Oh, it's supposed to be a 5. Okay, 255 minus 185 is what? 70. So all of these are 70. So if you're adding 70, right? Every time we go up, adding 70 by 2, right? What happens if we go backwards? From here to here is what? Plus 2, right? So from here to here, it should be plus what? 70. So if we're going, when we're going forward, you know, we're going down this thing, we're adding 70. So if we're going to go backwards, we're going to subtract 70, right? So 115 minus 70, and we should get what? This one. Enter. 45. Okay? So like it says, based on the information, which statement is true? It says without any plates. That means 0 plates. 0 plates. What happens when it's 0 plates? That's what? 45. So it can be A, B, D, and it's going to be C, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. Almost done. Probably we can finish it. Hopefully. Okay, here the left side is called your what? Domain. The right side is called your what? Range. Right? So it's basically your Y. It's not there, but it's basically your Y. Right? So it says, what is a what? Range. So they want to know all these numbers. Which here have all these numbers? It's not these, it's going to be what? G. The range is all your Y's. Okay? So it says, which set of ordered pairs contains only points that are on the graph of the function? I'm telling you, this says it's going to be easy for y'all because I taught you all these calculator tricks. So the first step is to type in the equation, right? 12 minus 3x. Matter of fact, you can pass this test just knowing the calculator tricks. I did the math. Okay? So try to practice this stuff, y'all. Second, it's all on y'all. Okay? I believe in y'all. But you have to try, right? Okay? So let's plug in some. -3, because these are the x's, right? I know that this is the x, right? Let's plug in our x's and see if we get our y's, right? So let's try -3. Oops, messed up. It's okay. Second graph. -3 is 21. Is that 21? Nope. It's not 8. Let's try -18. 66? Nope. Let's try -5. 27? Maybe. Let's try -1. 15? Yep. Let's try 8. 12. So then this one worked, this one worked, this one worked, so it's C. But let's try the other one. -7. Is that 33? No. So what is the answer? The answer is C. Don't stress too much about this test. Y'all gonna do good, okay? Here, right? What I want you to know is that when it has an equal sign, when it's dotted line, right? You see how it's like a straight line, right? If it's less than or greater than, it's going to be a dotted line. When it says greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to, it's going to be a straight line. Okay? When it's greater than, when y is greater than, you color above. You color all this. Y is greater than. I'm gonna just draw an example here. Y and then y is less than. Color above. When it's less than, you color below. Right? Below this line. So that's gonna be below here. See that? Above is gonna be up here. Okay? Here F says y is greater than, so you color on top. My bad. Yeah, I can't see the screen. My bad. Alright, so when y is greater than, we're going to color what, y'all? On top. So here the answer has to be what? F. Right? That's the only one that works. It's a positive slope, so it's positive. And also, it's greater than, so you color on top. So let's look at 51. Let's look at 51. So here's 12, here's 3, x to the 6, x to the 2, y minus 4, y minus 6, z 2, z 3, right? So at the top, we know that 12 is 3 times 4, right? And the bottom is 3. We also know that x to the 6, x to the... So one thing is we don't want negative. We can't do any math since they're negative. So if it's negative, we move it to the what? Bottom and change it to a what? Positive. So this is negative 6, so we're going to move it to the top, positive. Z 2, Z 3. Okay, let's start working on this one. Alright, so the 3 and the 3 what? Cancel. So you're going to have 4 left on the top. Remember, it's a 50-50 chance test, so you can cancel what? C and A. Plus, everybody, we know 12 divided by 3 is 4. So it has to be B and what? D. Okay, so 4. Okay, so 6 minus 2. So basically, when you have the same base and you're dividing them, you keep the base and subtract the exponents. So what's 6 minus 2? 6 minus 2 is positive 4. So since it's positive, it's going to stay at the top. So what's 6 minus 4? It's positive what? 2. So it's going to stay at the what? Top. So here, what's 2 minus 3? It's a negative 1. So it's going to have to be at the bottom. Right? Because it's negative 1. 2 minus 3. Okay? So which is the answer, y'all? Right away we saw it was D. Right? Because X is not 8. So as I'm saying, this is not, they're not trying to be too tough on you. Right? They could have made it tougher tests. But they're not trying to be too tough. They're just trying to make sure you understand the basics. Here's another one. Right? They say that these are your X values. All of these are equal to X. It's another way you can use calculator. I'm telling y'all, like I did the math, and most you can even probably get commended by using your calculator on this test. So y'all are gonna do good, y'all. Just practice. I know it's the 4th of July weekend, but I mean you gotta pass this test. You know? So let's be serious about it. Okay? So negative 4 divided by 3. 4 divided by 5, which is the equation. So, oh my goodness, it's because what time is it? It's already 1:30, 38 a.m. So that's why I'm a little tired. So I'm sorry for messing up. So anyways, go to y equals, plug it in, right? So you have negative 4 divided by what? 5 parentheses x minus what? 2. So plug that equation in, right? And we're going to say second graph. We want to find out when our y is what, y'all? A negative what? Negative 9. So let's start plugging them in. Start plugging f. Negative 35 divided by 4. What does that give you? 5. That's not a 9. Negative 55 divided by 4. What does that give you? Gives you a positive 9. We want a negative though. What does 35 divided by 4 give you? A negative 9. So that's it. Right? So it's H. Plugged in 35 divided by 4 and we got a negative 9. Right? So that's that one.